The young people we work with are bound to have questions about sexuality. Sexuality is a normal and natural part of life, but they may not always feel comfortable being the ones to start the conversation. As staff, instead of waiting for our participants to ask questions, we can create teachable moments. The Teachable Moments technique invites us to ask, listen, and share. This helps staff create relevant conversations about sexuality that are non-judgmental and age-appropriate. It's easy. We just need to remember these 3 words: ask, listen, share. First, staff ask a relevant question. After asking, it's important to actively listen to the young person's response. Then, we share facts, affirming messages, or your agency's sexuality guiding principles. Staff never need to share personal stories or beliefs to effectively communicate with participants. Keep the focus on them. As staff, you can create teachable moments by recognizing opportunities where information about sexuality is needed or where an affirming message would make a difference. Let's see the Teachable Moments technique in action.
And let's have the 2 of you be a pair.
Cool. But no homo, bro. Ain't even like that.
Hey y'all, hold up. I just heard you say no homo as I was pairing you up. Please don't use language like that in our space. Do you know why I asked that we avoid saying things like that here?
My bad.
It's not even that serious. He didn't mean it in a bad way.
I understand that you weren't trying to say something hurtful, but when people use phrases like no homo, it could make people feel like they're saying there's something wrong with being gay. When we say hurtful things that can insult groups of people, it makes our whole community feel unsafe. We accept and respect everyone here, no matter who they love.
I never thought about it like that.
Whatever. I won't say it again.
Remember to celebrate the small wins. Did the staff resolve everything the young people brought up in this scenario? Of course not. But what could have happened if the staff didn't pause to address the comment? It's important to remember that teachable moments are just moments. Sometimes those are big conversations or activities, and sometimes they're just quick moments in passing that open up the door to conversations about sexuality. You can also start a teachable moment by referencing a current event, relevant movies, TV shows, songs, newspaper headlines, posts on social media, and much more. And don't forget that you can always reference back to topics that have been mentioned by the young people in your program. Let's check out one more example. Sam is a staff person at their after-school agency whose young people openly discuss birth control and pregnancy. Sam wants to share factual, affirming messages about birth control and pregnancy that align to their agency's sexuality guiding principles. Remember that we can be the ones who create a teachable moment, and that these conversations about sexuality should address what's on our young people's minds, not just what we're excited to share. In this example, Sam decides to use a popular interview from a celebrity who recently revealed that they became pregnant as a teenager. Let's watch.
Did anyone watch the music awards last night?
No.
Yeah.
So I just read an interview with the person who won Best New Artist. Did people see that too? They talk about becoming pregnant as a teenager. What did you think about that?
Well, she put herself in that situation. That's on her.
So it's totally normal for us to get stumped about how to respond in moments like this. While it can help for us to anticipate how our participants may respond in advance of a teachable moment, we're not always going to have all the information we may want to share in that moment. But since we have a moment to pause, how would you non-judgmentally respond? How would you use your organization's mission, values, and guiding principles? Reflecting on scenarios like these can help us feel more prepared for when similar questions come up in our own work. Let's get back to Sam and see what they have to say now that they've had a moment to pause.
Well, some people may feel that way, but let's be careful not to judge other people for their decisions, even if we don't agree with them. In the interview, they talked about how it felt to think about the options they had once they found out they were pregnant. What do people think about that?
I mean, I don't know what I'd do.
I don't think it's anyone's business. We don't know what's going on in people's lives. I don't know what's going on with her.
Well, here in our program, we want to make sure that you know that there are many ways to practice safer sex. There are also options if someone does become pregnant. Those options include parenting, abortion, and adoption. The decision a person makes related to their pregnancy is based on what's best for them and their needs. I have a referral list in my office if anyone has questions about how to access sexual and reproductive health services like these.
We're sure the conversation didn't stop there. You'll notice that Sam engaged the group by using an open-ended question. What do people think about that? If Sam had asked a closed-ended question with only a yes or no answer, what might have happened?
Did other people hear the story about the pop star who revealed that she was pregnant?
Open-ended questions allow participants to think critically and form their own opinions. Tone of voice and body language are also important to communicate that you care about what they have to say. You might wonder, what if my participants don't respond well? That's okay. You've created a space for non-judgmental and brave conversations in the future. The door is open. So instead of waiting for participants to ask you questions, what teachable moments can you create? What sexuality topics do your youth care about? What do they need help navigating? What questions will you ask, and how will you show that you're listening? What messages will you share? Creating teachable moments gets easier with time and practice. Remember, ask, listen, and share. Keep a warm tone and use open body language, and share messages aligned to your organization's mission, values, and guiding principles. You're gonna do great. Thanks for watching.
Remember that you can come to me anytime.
Let me write down the name of that website so you have
What
it.
other questions do you
It's
have?
okay if you're still not sure. I'm always here to talk.